Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. So, today we're going to talk about the power of the mind and the focus of the mind. And so, we've talked about the mind before, remember, but we're going to talk about it from a different perspective today. And it kind of goes with the shorts that I did today. And bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. And so, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new videos that come on board. Want any topics? If you want a question, suggestion, feedback, or if you want something that you want me to give you my take on, by all means, put it in the comment section, and I'll be happy to do so. So again, today we're going to talk about mind focus, right? And we're going to talk about mind power. And what do I mean by mind power? I think mind power to me means that your brain is focused, your mind is focused, your body is ready to do any activity, and you're sharp and you're processing and you have a roadmap, the steps that you have to get to where you want to get to. I mean, mind focus could be a lot of things. You can get mind focused by, listening to music. You can get mind focused by, praying. You can get mind focused by doing something great, something positive for somebody else, or even for yourself, because it's the reaction that our bodies have. Remember what I said. If you smile, right, like I'm smiling right now, if you smile, then that means that your brain is sending a signal to the rest of your body and saying, let out the happy chemicals, and you can feel it. I feel it. I smile just a little bit. I'm smiling again, and it feels good. Look at my flush face, right? It's red. And look at my other stuff. Pardon me. I had my turmeric and pepper drink right before this. Got a little bit on my hand. It's all right, but it tastes really good, and it does kind of like refresh your body. It's just turmeric, like 2 microscoops of turmeric, and then a pinch of black pepper, so that way the turmeric can actually last a little bit longer. I do that. I do it twice a day. I do one in the morning. I do one in the evening. It actually helps me out. It I feel like a cleanse. So again, if you want to try it. Again, microscoops, like those little taste for ice cream of turmeric. Those 2 little microscoops and a pinch of black pepper. So again, that gets me focused. Before I started this video, again, I had to do my shake. And so once I had my shake, it just feels good. Like it revives. And then on top of that, we went walking for a little bit over 3 miles. So we went walking, came back, I did my shake, focused on what I wanted to do, right? Look at my hands. Look at the turmeric. I had to fix one of my shakers. And so it just I hit a lot of compounding effect, because the 3 mile walk got me refocused, right? When I got here, and I did my shake and I drank it's not really a shake, it's a drink. My turmeric and black pepper drink, it refreshed me. So I was ready. I got my system ready. This is not one of the rooms that I use that often, but sure that the proper lighting was here, that I had the topic ready for you all. And so again, right, I got my mind focused, right? And I was also able to get so focus, right? Mental focus is very important, right? Uh, also, if you have that mental power, and I call it mental power because it is something that you can bring out. It's like you're like a superhero, and you're bringing this up because guess what? Again, remember what I said. According to cognitive psychology, if you think it, you will do it. If you do it, you will think it. Right? According to some research, brain research, they say, right, that whenever you store something in your mind, it actually sometimes breaks into different parts of your mind. So your mind is like a hard drive in a computer. I mean, it's a solid state hard drive. Those are the best ones, right? And so what you're doing is creating something that will help you catalog the things, the topics, the experiences, everything that you want to remember, or everything. Because again, in my opinion, everything is in here from the time that you were born. And I think that it's even before that, when you were growing in your mother's womb, you were also having different kinds of memories. They weren't like the very detailed memories, but they were very rudimentary. But what I mean about rudimentary is they were very basic. Smell, sight. No, maybe not sight, because but maybe some of those rudimentary ones. I mean, again, it could be any of those, but as soon as you get out, and now you start your journey, right? In this world, then now you're seeing everything, you're smelling everything, you're touching different things. So your senses are super sensitive. And guess what? That's the time where you're soaking in everything, and where you're small, that you make some of the basic memories that you sometimes remember because you brought it up, because your mind is so sharp that it brings it up when you were born, when you were one, or when you were two or three. Because I remember my memory when I think I was 3 or 4, that, I mean, I pooped in my pants, and my godmother had to clean me. And all I remember is myself feeling kind of awkward because I did do that. And I remember her cleaning me, like cleaning me. And it wasn't in a shower or in a tub or anything like here in the United States. It was in a cement, uh, it was in a cement sink. There wasn't any running water. I remember that because, or maybe she did have running water, but she used a bucket to just clean me. And I remember to the stuff. Why? Maybe because I felt embarrassed. Or 2, maybe because I was naked. Or 3, maybe because I pooped in my pants. But there had to be a trigger that put together, right? The memory in my mind that always comes up whenever I smell something, or whenever I feel embarrassed, or whenever I don't know. I mean, I do something that just triggers it. There's always triggers. And so that's what I mean about mind focus, because that was made on its own. That was made because either a perception, a life experience, the way that I saw things, the way that I perceived things, the way that I took everything in, right? And so, I mean, it could be a lot of different things. I don't know how it comes up. It just comes up from time to time. I know that sometimes when I get embarrassed, that's one of the things that makes me chuckle, because sometimes I get that memory up, and I'm like, yeah, I remember when I pooped in my pants when I was like 3 or 4, and I had to get cleaned by my godmother. And so, I mean, again, if we can get our minds that sharp without even doing anything, imagine what we can do when we focus our minds. When we do things to actively focus our minds. Like, for example, Uh, we do puzzles, listen to music, read a book, right? Do some of the activities that we enjoy, going outside and shooting hoops. I mean, want more, repetition, want more. Can you think of than shooting hoops or kicking the ball into the net or hitting the bat off the ball off of the with a bat off of the tee. I mean, there's so many different ways that you can get your mind focused, and it all depends on you, right? You have to have mind focused, and you also have to have, that super real way of getting yourself together. I mean, there's different ways to get yourself together. I mean, it's like your mind is kind of like a superpower. Your mind is really a superpower. I can't tell you how much it is because, again, it stores everything. It processes things. It brings things up at the right moment, and sometimes it brings things up at the wrong moment. But it does it, right? It gets you motivated. It gets you to be humble, right? It reminds you that, like for me, we were, we were, we struggled as a family. We struggled because, in El Salvador, and we struggled a little bit and we struggled in the United States because we were starting all over. I mean, and that just, I mean, those memories get me motivated to do these videos. And when I start doing these videos get me motivated to do even more videos. And when I get up in the morning, the first thing that I think of is I want to do my shorts. I want to do my Spanish and my English shorts. And I do the shorts. And I appreciate all of that watch the shorts, all of you that you subscribe. There are 244 of you. Thank you for subscribing to this YouTube channel. Again, everything will be here for you. Everything will be available for you. Everything will be here. There's some Spanish videos. There's some English videos. There's Spanish and English shorts. There's a lot of different topics. I'm not going to take anything down. These are all topics that will help you at some point, that I know that has helped me at some point in my life. That's the reason why I love psychology. I love psychology because I like to study the mind. And I love cognitive behavioral psychology because I like to study the mind and how it affects our behavior. Because believe me, right? Haven't you noticed that every single time, except for today, and there's been a couple of days like that whatever outfit I wear for my shorts is the outfit that I do for my videos. But today, just so happened, excuse me, that what I wore to do my shorts is different than what I'm doing right now. Right? And so, again, think about that. It wasn't on purpose. And then I even had a second thought as I was bringing my laptop in here to do this video. And I said, nah, let's change it up today. Let's see if anybody notices that all the videos don't match up, the outfits don't match up. But that's all right, right? It's something that got my mind thinking. And then I'm like, phew, and started thinking, yeah, our mind is powerful. All of our minds are powerful. And all of our minds can be so focused that it can get a lot of things done, like taking a test, like doing math, like doing calculus, reading a book in another language, reading a book that you have to understand by the way that the words are stated, like Hamlet, like Romeo and Juliet, like different things. By reading a book that will bring out emotions that maybe you didn't have before, like Charles Dickens. Hard Times is a good book to read. My one of my recommendations. Also, A Christmas Carol is another one. What is the one that Great Expectations. I've read that book so many times, and I've seen the movie so many times. I mean, it just elicits a lot of emotions and a lot of thoughts when I'm doing that. And I mean, some other things, you can play games, you can play board games, you can play like video games. Write. I write poetry from time to time. I make sure that I write poetry about what's going on in my environment at that time. And so, and I've had a couple of videos with poems that I wrote. So take a look at them. There's some videos that I think at least 2 videos with poetry to do that. Get yourself in a mood, in a focused mood with music or sounds of nature. I actually have some of my earlier videos were about 45 minutes to an hour of just nature sounds, rain, thunder. I think I did falls, waterfalls. I did a lot of different things. So make sure that you look throughout the library, because it's close to 300 videos, by the way. I'm going to have to start organizing it so that way it's easier for you to find. But make sure you do that, because once you get your mind focused, your body will be focused. And once you get your body focused, your mind will be focused. And when you get to that point, because remember what I say, repetition, repetition, repetition builds muscle memory. And it builds muscles. So repetition helps you get your mind focused, so that way you can start doing something physical. Repetition gets your body going by doing something physical, so you can do something mental. Right before I did this, I washed my, again, right? Look at my hand. Nothing here. Turmeric here. I washed my shaker where I mix my turmeric powder and my black pepper. And I was so excited about the topic today that I forgot to wash my one of my hands. So, but I was so focused on doing that I was so excited. I was so motivated that by the time I came in here, I couldn't wait to start. And then guess what happened? I don't know if you noticed. I went blank. My mind went pause. And so I had to remind myself. I said, well, how can I remember what my topics have been throughout the day? Great. I went to my shorts. Because remember what I told you. If you want to see the topic of each longer video that I make later on, just look at my shorts. I talk about those topics. Go to Instagram. I have micro shorts there that talk about the same topic, but in a 30 minutes shot. The shorts are a minute long. Or I also have them on Threads, which you can search for me back on Basics. And so I move all of my shorts from now on. I've been moving them over to Threads, so that way there's on Facebook, they're on Threads. You have links on Facebook, you have links on others. So again, right, what I'm doing is I'm focusing so that way I can move forward, so that way I can create more of these videos, so that way I can provide more information that you want to get. So you want to connect with me on other social media outlets, you can connect with me on Facebook by searching Carlos Flores Jr. and my face is there, my bald head and my beard. You can connect with me on Instagram by typing @BackOnBasics. You can connect with me on X by typing in @BackOnBasics as well. You can also connect with me on Threads by doing the same thing, typing in @BackOnBasics. So remember, your mind is a muscle, but if you focus your mind, you'll be able to accomplish whatever you want to. It may not go as fast as you want to, but it's going. And once it's going, remember the compounding effect. will get you all the way to the goal. So, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new video that comes on board. Again, comments, topics, my take on them, everything. Put them in the comment section. So, until next time, Back on Basics.